Kit Kats Can Read. Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm bringing you my book haul for February. However, I've actually been really good this month, and a lot of these books that I've got here today are from publishers, and I've only got one pre-order that was meant to come in last month that has only just come because the first copy didn't come. They sent a second one and it's only just arrived. So I'm going to start with the review books that I received. I've got The Course of True Love and First Dates by Cassandra Clare, which is a Magnus Bane story. This is the latest one. I believe they're releasing like all these little stories in these cute little collectible books. So this one, this is what it looks like, and this is the back. There's a quote on the back. So I will just flap underneath just to show you what it looks like underneath. We've got this really cool and cute design that's there, and it's basically a story of Magnus Bane, and yeah, it's really cute. It's small and just in its own little cutesy form, and that's just what I like about it. I'm really happy that I have this cutesy little book. They released the first one, which was The Midnight Air by Cassandra Clare and Sarah Brennan, which is showing here. It's advertising at the back of the book. Very happy to have this book in my hands and to give it a little read. It's so cute and it's adorable and it's gorgeous. Look at that like metallic shine. So massive thank you to Walker Books for sending this to me. And the other book that they sent, I'm very excited to read, and that is Scythe by Neal Shusterman. So the sequel, Thunderhead I believe it's called, has just recently come out. I've yet to read this book and they sent it to me, and I'm so excited that I have it. And these are about like scythes, and we've got Citra and Rowan. They're chosen to be scythes and they have to learn the art of killing, but they've got to choose their victims, and it's a terrifying start, and they were told that one of them will have to glean the other. So it sounds really cool, a true successor to the Hunger Games, says Maggie Stiefvater. So yeah, I'm very excited. I've heard really good things about this book and I look forward to giving it a read. So massive thank you again to Walker Books for sending this to me. And then I received Perfect by Cecilia Ahern, which is the sequel to Flawed, which I really enjoy. So this is a paperback release of the second book. They released the first book in paperback as well. So this is a paperback release. This is what this one looks like. So just to show you that they have now released the sequel now, and I feel like that HarperCollins, with sending this book to me, it's like them saying that you need to read the sequel, and I don't know why I haven't yet, because I did pre-order the sequel and it did come. I got it in the hardback though, but now I've got this paperback and it's just like, obviously I need to read it. So yeah, massive thank you to HarperCollins for sending this to me. Now that you've prompted me and have reminded me, I definitely will give it a read pretty soon, because I did really enjoy the first book. And then finally my pre-order that has come in, and that is Markswoman by Rati Mehrotra. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. But this cover is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that dagger right there. Sounds freaking awesome. The fate of the world hangs on the edge of her blade. So yes, this is a fantasy book, and it's about Kyra, who is a markswoman in Order of the Kali, who is one of a handful of sisterhoods of highly trained elite warriors. And they're armed with blades, whose metal is imbued with magic and guided with a strict code of conduct. So the orders are sworn to keep the peace and protect the people of Asiana, and Kyra has pledged to do so, and she secretly harbours a fierce desire to avenge her murdered family. But to be a markswoman means disconnecting from the past completely. So one day her beloved mentor dies with mysterious circumstances, and the powerful and dangerous mistress of mental arts assumes control of the order. So then she is forced to be on the run and is certain that the mistress is committed murder in a twisted bid for power, but she has no proof. So it sounds really cool and interesting, and that is honestly why I wanted to pre-order it, plus the cover, guys, that as well. And it's floppy and it's awesome, and I'm super excited. And plus HarperCollins, they always release like books I absolutely love and enjoy, so I'm glad that I now finally have the pre-order in my hands. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to giving this one a read. I have some other things that have come in the mail, and some other things that I have been gifted. So at work I got gifted this book here, which is the Osborne Creative Writing book, and it just contains like all sorts of information to sort of help you write a story, and they didn't want it anymore. I think I read it like once, and They were going to give it to a charity shop, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to keep this because it could like help me. And the books that came in the mail were from publishers, so the first of which is Sunflowers in February by Phyllida Shrimpton. Now this, I have been told, it is pitched for fans of John Green, and this book actually I think is now released. Yeah, so it came out on the 8th of February 2018, and it's basically a moving, exploring novel about what happens when Lily dies in a car accident and they're not really sure at all if they want to move on. So yeah, it sounds really heart-wrenching and interesting. But yeah, it's out in the stores now, guys, so if you like the sound of this sort of book, then definitely pick it up. So massive thank you to the publisher for sending this to me. Hotkey Books, you are awesome. And the other publisher book that I got was A Jigsaw Fire and Stars by Yaba Bado, and that's this book right here, and the cover is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. Now this book doesn't come out until the 8th of March, it says here, so it's a haunting contemporary novel debut that is about the horrors of contemporary people trafficking, the magic of African folklore, and it's a blend of magical realism, brutality, and a powerful novel, and it's breathtaking stuff. So those are like from quotes of what people have said. So it's about Sante, who when they were a baby they were washed ashore into a sea chest laden with treasure. So she's a sole survivor of a tragic sinking of a ship carrying immigrants and refugees, which were her people, and then 14 years later she's a member of Mama Rose's unique and dazzling circus. But from the watery grave, the unique dead are calling Sante to avenge them. So it sounds interesting and magical, and yeah, powerful too. So I'm definitely looking forward to giving it a read, especially as it comes out in March. And a bookishly sort of gift came in the mail from my good friend Laura from Minx Laura 123 here on YouTube, and she really wanted to send me a birthday card and present, as my birthday is on the 18th of February, and so it came in the mail, and it's really good that it came in the mail actually. And this is the card that I got from her, this birthday card, and she's written so many lovely things inside this card. Like, thanks for always making great videos, you inspire me, I hope you like the goodies, you're my favourite YouTuber ever, hashtag bookworm, happy birthday sweetie from Minx. That's so sweet. So that was the card. And then the gifts that she got me, which I absolutely love and adore, we got a door hanger, which is Harry Potter, and it says Hogwarts, I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. So it's awesome because I've got nothing hanging on my door handle at the moment, so I'm definitely going to use that. And then she got me this awesome like makeup bag, which says in solemnly swear I'm up to no good as well. And it looks like this, and then this is what the bag looks like, and it's quite big. But you know what, I actually carry a lot of makeup around with me all the time whenever I go to ends or whenever I do like my sleep-ins at work. I'm forever carrying makeup with me, so it's just perfectly ideal. I love it so much, so thank you to Laura, it's absolutely awesome. I got some books with some birthday money. I got CBT, which is Cognitive Behavioural Therapy, and it's a non-fiction book that is on CBT, which is something that I'm kind of like looking to go into. Ben has recommended it, like with the iTalk thing that's free with the NHS, just to help with my anxiety and depression issues, especially when I get myself into sort of like awkward situations. So it says on the book here, it's a toolkit to modify mood, overcome obstructions and to improve your life. So I feel like if I give this a read, and hopefully it will sort of help. But it was only a couple of quid from the works, and I thought, you know, how can I go wrong with this? I then went into Waterstones. The first book that I picked up was A List of Cages by Robin Rowe, and this was a book that was a lot of people's top books of 2017, so that's one reason why I picked this book up. And also I read the synopsis of this and I was like, you know, it actually sounds like kind of interesting. Also Jennifer Niven is quoted on the front saying that she loves it, it's beautiful and achingly real, heartbreaking and hopeful reminder that kindness and love can change the world. And there's loads of quotes that are in the front of this book from things like Kirkus Reviews and Publishers Weekly, and yeah, I've heard really good things about it, so I'm really happy that I managed to find this. Then I picked up Outwalkers by Fiona Shaw. I actually heard about this book from my good sort of booktuber friend, and he said it sounds like really good, and the way he was describing it just sounds like really awesome. And it's literally about this person that like travels around the dog. It kind of reminded me a bit like that movie with Will Smith, but it says it's about a border and now we can get into Scotland, now across the Channel. England is no longer a free country, the government can track anyone and anywhere, and Jake has escaped from his academy orphanage and he needs to get to Scotland with his dog Jet. So just, it sounds like really awesome, and yeah, I'm really glad that I managed to get this book. Oh, and the booktuber that recommended me is George, and he's awesome, so yeah, thanks George. Next of all, this book was my intention. It was my number one intention to get from Waterstones, and I'm glad that I managed to find it. So I got The Woman in the Window by AJ Finn. Now this book you're probably seeing all over BookTube at the moment because everybody's literally reading it, getting it. It's very hyped at the moment, but to me it just sounds effing amazing and fantastic. Now I do love my thrillers, believe it or not. I do read an adult thriller every now and again, and I'm so glad that I managed to get this, and it's blue on the inside, guys. That is just something I absolutely adore. Now there's a few quid that was knocked off of this, but I did have some birthday money. Yes, I know I could have got it a little bit cheaper from Amazon, but it was birthday money, so what do you expect? But this was the book I was just like, I need to get this book in my life, and like I say, it was my birthday, so it's kind of like disregarded from this 10 to 1 book buy and bam. But this is about Anna, who is in her home, and she basically ends up like seeing something that she really shouldn't have seen. Like she's forever like watching things anyway at the window, and then she goes to police apparently, and they don't believe her because she's just like the way she is. No one sort of believes her. Can she believe it herself, sort of thing. So yeah, I enjoy a good thriller every now and then. This is a book that I really wanted to get, and I'm so glad that I managed to get it. And then on the same table I managed to pick up Still Me by Jojo Moyes, and this is the latest book that is in the sort of Me Before You series, and this one I actually found signed, but I just want to show you this cute little bee that's on the little inside bit. But there is the signature. The signature is right there. So yes, it's the latest instalment. Managed to get a few quid off of this as well, so I'm glad that I finally have this in my hands so that I can continue on with this series. And I'm really looking forward to reading it because I love the first book, I love the second book, and now I've got the third book in my hands. It's quite chunky actually, but you know, I feel like I'm going to enjoy it all the same. So I have one more bookish thing to share with you for the last bit of my February book haul, as this arrived on the last day of February, so I thought this was totally fitting and it was perfectly handy. So I ordered a mystery package from my good friend Charlie over from her Facebook group, and she basically says you can either pick, you know, movies or you can pick books. So I was like, I'm going to pick 2 books. This time I chose dystopian books, and she was like there'll be other little bookish goodies as well. So I was like, I'm so excited, and I opened it already, but I'm absolutely loving everything that was inside the package. So first of all, I'm going to share with you like the bookish goodies that came, and I got these socks, and on the bottom of them it says, if you can read this, that's that one, pass me my book. on the other sock, and I thought that's pretty funky, and I'm loving that like so much. So I thought that was pretty cool. Next of all, I got this little tea bag. So this is Taylor's of Harrogate Rose Lemonade Infusion, and basically you add boiled water to it and infuse it for 4 minutes, and it's meant to be a rose lemonade sort of flavour. Never heard of that before, so you know, could be really cool. Next of all, I got a little badge that says Future Author, which, who knows with these things, like, who knows what the future is gonna hold. The focus is just showing you the badge there. Then I got this really cool, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's a bookmark, but it's a Harry Potter bookmark, and it's so cool and funky. Got like a little train charm, which is like right there. And then we've got a Hogwarts little badge thing there, and then at the bottom we've got a little castle. But yeah, it's a little Hogwarts bookmark. That's really cool. And now on to the two books, and the good thing is they are two books that I don't actually own, so you know, that's pretty funky. So the first of which is Anomaly by Kristen McGee. To be honest, I haven't even heard of this before, and it looks kind of interesting and spooky, but I absolutely love dystopians like so much, and I'm really in the mood for dystopians at the moment, so I thought I would choose dystopian. I was going to choose like contemporary, and then I was like, but I always read contemporary, let me go for something different. I need to read more dystopians. So this one is about someone who has 15 minutes and 23 seconds left to live because the toxic gas will complete their death. It's invading their bloodstream, but they're not afraid. So before their birth, the world was decimated by a nuclear war, but life continued deep underground, and thanks to a handful of scientists known as the 10, there they created genetically engineered human beings who are free of emotions in the hope that war won't threaten the world again. However, Thalie is an anomaly, born with the ability to feel emotions and sense a curiosity that she can barely contain. She survives so far by hiding her differences, but then her secret is discovered when she's overwhelmed by the emotion of an ancient piece of music. But the 10 quickly schedule her death, and her childhood friend Burke, a scientist being groomed by the 10, convinces them to postpone her death and study her instead. But whilst she's in the scientist pod, they both form a dangerous alliance, are strictly forbidden by constant surveillance, and as her life ticks away, she hears rumours of someone called the Designer, someone even more powerful than the 10. And what's more, the parts of her that have always been an anomaly could be in fact part of a much larger plan, and parts of her that she has always guarded could be the answer that she's been looking for all along, and she must sort out what to believe and who to trust before her time runs out. So it actually sounds really cool and interesting, and yeah, I've never heard of it before, but it sounds like really awesome. And then the other book, again, another book that I haven't even heard of before, but this is called The Marrow Thieves by Sherry Dimeline, and that's this book right here. And this is about humanity has nearly destroyed its world through global warming, but now an evil, greater evil lurks. The people of North America are being hunted and harvested for their bone marrow, which carries the key to recovering something the rest of the population has lost, which is the ability to dream. And in the dark world, Frenchie and his companions struggle to survive as they make their way up north to the old lands, and survival means staying hidden. But what they don't know is that one of them holds a secret to defeating the Marrow Thieves. I've never heard of this before. I've never heard of either of these books before, but they sound like really good. This is quite a short novel actually, it's like less than 250 pages. But still, like, I've never heard of these books. So yeah, massive thank you to Charlie, who you probably will be watching my videos actually, like for all these little bookish goodies. I'm going to try and grab them all and like share them with you. But all this in a little package, I totally recommend. Like, I would be getting more from Charlie, and you know, I'm feeling like I'm going to pick a different genre next time that she's offering them up. But yeah, that's really cool, so thank you so much, Charlie. Like, all these bookish gifts are absolutely awesome. So I will leave a link down below in the description to Charlie's Facebook page if you would like to join, where she sells her books off when she doesn't need them anymore, or she sells like DVDs as well, and she also sells like her own little products and like her little book packages sort of thing. So yeah, it's totally awesome and I totally recommend it. So there you have it guys, a nice and short and sweet, but that is my February book haul for the month. Do let me know if you've read any of these books down below or if you'd be interested in them, and let me know what you guys got in the month of February as well. But thank you very much for watching my videos. Always give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Keep smiling, keep reading and be happy. My name is Katie and I'll see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye!